What's up? So, topic of this video is pyramids and residuals. All right, I have my wife with me, Tammy.
What's going on?
And there's two type of pyramids, obviously. You have the normal job pyramid. In that pyramid, you have the CEO, you have the, what else, CFO?
Yeah. Just think of it this way, okay? A lot of us, when we sign up for a job, when we decide to go ahead and, take a paycheck for our hours worked, we're introduced to one person, two people. We're introduced to our CEO, the face of wherever it is that you're working, right? And then you're introduced to your immediate manager, okay? But think of all the people that come in between that. CEOs, obviously any one executive level. Then you have people like regional level, right? You have your managers that float around, your regional managers.
And a lot of them, honestly, don't even care about all that because they're just there to get the check. Most of them. Majority of people are just there to put in these 2 weeks so I can get paid, so I can take care of my bills, and then come back and do the thing over and over and over and over again. Now, that to me is dangerous. It's dangerous because if you were to get, like, let's say, for example, I put in 80 hours and all of a sudden I got a nice check. If I want that check again, I'm gonna have to go back and put in another 80 hours. So instead of having to go about it that way, the other pyramid, the one that I like better is, okay, when we got plugged into Forex, when we got plugged into the network marketing industry, for me, it was one of those things where, first and foremost, if I plugged into Forex, I can make money from there, whether I talk to people or not.
Right.
So that right there was like
A
win-win, because I've been a part of other businesses where they didn't have that on the table.
Right, they didn't
it
have
was
both.
you have to sell this lotion or this potion continually if you want to make money. So with Forex, it doesn't have to be you building a business.
Right, it doesn't have to be all or nothing.
Yeah, you don't have to
really.
build a team to
Right.
make money out of this. You can just put in the time and effort to learn Forex, plug in with the right people, plug into the go live, and if you do that the right way, for the most part, you're gonna make money. I got people on the team right now that one person just brought, Marge brought in one person, right, the other day.
Yeah, she did.
But before she brought in that person, she was still making money. She made $500.
Absolutely. The minute she signed in, actually,
Right.
she signed up. She took it for what it was and said, you know what? I need to learn this skill set. I know that this one thing in particular is going to pay me regardless. So fuck it, let's do
Right,
it.
because a lot of people are not confident enough to get in front of their friends, new people, and just like tell people about something that could possibly help them, which is crazy. Like, we're willing to say, hey, I saw that this place is hiring. You might want to go fill out an application there, but they're not willing to say, hey, look, I got plugged into Forex. I made some money from it. You should definitely check this out. This could probably, help you and your family, because it's something you could pass down.
Right.
Forex is a skill set that I can pass down to my son now, and he doesn't have to necessarily worry about a job because he now is more knowledgeable about the market, cryptocurrency, binary trading, just all
We
the
even
other
have stock options now.
all that shit.
All of that's,
you know what I mean?
that's available.
So I don't know. For me, it just made more sense because, like I said, like if I knew that if I made $500 trading one day, which people have done, people are doing, way more than that, but then I know I can go in and do it again, and that doesn't necessarily require too many hours out of my day. It's just really you catching the right wave, and then
Right.
before you know it,
and then
boom,
on the flip
you're in
side,
there.
think of the job pyramid. As much as you want to make an extra $500, you can't do that shit without having to go clock in. You can't. How many times has it been frowned upon for us to say, oh, you think I can pick up an extra shift? You think I can get an extra few hours? Oh, it's not in the budget. Oh, well, it's not this. Like, there's no way. So a lot of people resort to finding a second job.
Right.
That's ludicrous to me. Like, 2 jobs are for 2 people. Am I saying that jobs aren't necessary? Absolutely not. You need money in order to, continue to live, in order to continue to put towards you.
Right.
But that time, that's just too much.
Now, the other thing that a lot of people don't understand how it works is residuals.
Right.
Now, residuals for me, that is always something that always attracted me, because if you do something right one time, you'll get paid for it time after time after time again. So in this company in particular, we get paid out weekly, right? So what are some other examples of residuals? Like, you got real estate where you can make residuals, right?
Right. So, and it's as simple as that. Think of it this way, okay? Just like you buying a property, let's say, right, and Airbnb-ing it. that's a residual, right? You're getting money from people staying at your property. Okay, so it's like the example from earlier. Do you need to do the forex in order to get that residual on the side? No, it goes both ways. So understand that forex is a skill set. It's a skill set that's gonna leave you set, right? So regardless of what happens, you still have that like etched away on a brain cell. That's knowledge that you've learned. But on the flip side, if you decide to say, hey, I think my cousin Kim would like this, right? This is right up her alley. Who's to say that Kim's, want for this, like she wouldn't kill it in this either?
Right.
That's a residual also. So there's more than one way to get paid.
Right. And it's like I'm still trying to understand why people are scared to tell other people about this. There's people in our team even now that are making it to where it's like, let me see if I can make a lot of money from this first before I tell the next person. You got to understand, like, everybody's situation is different. All of our pockets are different. So just because, you don't wait till, you make $1 million to try to tell somebody about this. It just makes no sense, because what the residuals could do for you and how it works is like me plugging someone into what we do. It's not like you make money off of that immediately. It's something where it builds up. It builds up to where it gets to a certain point where you get paid out in commission based off of like
right. And think of it
team.
This way too. You always give a good example where it's like the residual is not just solely based on you either. Like, we have a team, right? It's a group effort. It's a bunch of people. It's a collective that all have the same. We all have the same thought process, so it's easier to move that way.
And the residuals in other cases are the same as well. Like in real estate, if I own an apartment complex and I feel, let's say a unit that has 47, open available units, if that shit gets filled up with people, I'm gonna get paid out based off of the units.
Right.
Now, if 20 people fall off and they move somewhere else, your residual goes down.
Right, you need to find a new 20 tenants.
It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Like, if you want to get paid out in residual in what we do, the comp plan is there for you to go over it and for you to be like, okay, I need this to get this. And if you come up with that, you're going to get paid based off of that, right? I look at that as a win-win, because, like I said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of just my own. Because if something happens to me, or if something happens to you at your job, or you get hurt, you're not going to get paid anymore if you don't show up. It's not set up for you to just continually get paid. It's a business. It's a real fucking business.
Right. When you're let go from a job or you quit or whatever, your coworkers, they don't fucking come with you. They don't continue to help you. Right. In this business, we have that opportunity. Yeah. It's crazy what we're able to do, because again, it's just like you said, you would rather have 1% of 100 people than just your own.
Now imagine this. Imagine at your job, if you got hurt or something, but then John was still able to do your work and you get paid for it. Everybody be excited about some shit like that. But it's not set up that way. That means the business will be losing money because they're not getting your man hours anymore. So why the fuck would they continue to pay you unless you're on a salary? And we all know that shit is not what it is, being on salary. So we don't even want to go too far into that part, but I just wanted to break down a little bit of the difference between our pyramid and your pyramid, residuals, and how this type of residual can put you in a different space. Because if I'm getting residuals and it continues to go up and you're getting paid out weekly, and let's say I'm having a down day or I'm sick, for example, the team is still going. The team is still grinding. So nothing changes. Have you ever went on vacation and came back making more money at your job? It's not set up that way. But in this type of business, I could go away, or I could have a down day, I could be sick, and still know that the team is out there still grinding just as much as I am, and that residual is going to keep coming in. So we're going to leave it at that. This video is long enough. And yeah, peace.